Hello, happy new year. Happy 2022. Oh, it's going. This like already feels like such a bad year. I've really just got this feeling that like right off the bat this year it's just very uneasy and just in so many aspects. Like I guess the main one being you gotta be fucking double vaxxed, cunt. You better be double vaxxed, god damn it. I mean, I am, so I don't have a problem with that. So I'm out and about. I mean, I needed it for work, but because of this, I've got fuck all work. Like, god damn it, I just got a job, and like, but every time I go there, they're like, I got fuck all customers, you can go home, and I'm like, woo, going home early, oh boy, I made $190 this week. Oh man, it's bad, yeah, it all really just kind of, I've kind of really found out that, you could avoid COVID entirely, or you might end up getting it. It seems like people say like you have to end up getting it at some point, whatever. In that kind of sense, it's like chickenpox. You want to get it young when you're 3 years old. Oh yeah, but you could get it or not. You probably will get it, but you'll probably be fine. You're just like, oh, I had it. Ha ha ha. You easily survive if you're not an 89-year-old grandma. But you have still been affected by some sort of disease, some sort of COVID-19 disease, some sort of societal disease. I'm going to bitch and moan about this right now, actually. I've been having the biggest problems with YouTube. Like, I am actually so done. I hate to just reiterate this, but fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you once again, every week, every time. You're just such a bastard. I mean, the first problem I had is that an old video of mine, which actually kind of is an offensive video, I suppose, got like taken down, and I appealed successfully. Very surprising. So that happened, but that was okay, and I was like, all right, whatever. Then here's what happened. Fuck you, YouTube, you pieces of shit. I posted 2 videos this year on my YouTube channel, and I haven't even posted anything since like October, and I was like, oh man, I gotta get back into it. So I made 2 new videos, and I'm like, sweet, I've got some new content. I put the first one up. It's called Vaccine Regret, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. I thought it was gonna get like taken down because of COVID misinformation or whatever, but no, a bit of a twist here. They my expectations were subverted because instead they didn't take the video down. They just put a warning on it. Because in this video, I'm like, oh, I have vaccine. I wish I didn't get the vaccine. I need to get it out. So I cut my arm and like bleed out of it. And I'm like, get out of me, you nanobots. And YouTube said that this was, I guess, somewhat in violation of the self-harm guideline. So the video's not taken down, but I think I can't share the fucking thing, and I can't and when you click on the video, it says this contains self-harm imagery. Do you wish to see it? And you click yes, I confirm, or not. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for ruining the fucking joke and not making me be able to share the cunting thing. But hey, you know what? At least this is better than fucking deleting my video like they did with the next one. Man, I'm so pissed off. This is serious. Like, I'm seriously fucking livid at these cunts at YouTube. Anyway, they fucking, I did another truth proof video about the vaccine, another vaccine video. This one, yeah, so what it was is like me just going, oh, fuck the vaccine, it's got AIDS in it and whatever. And then at the end of the video, I start like coughing up blood, and I'm like, oh no, why didn't I take the vaccine? I should have taken the vaccine. Oh, it's too late. And then I die. So I made that stupid video and I put it up. And those cunts took it down. I appealed and I said, it's a comedy video. What it is saying here is comedic. It's not to be taken as actual information. Not every fucking video on your shitty, fucked up platform is meant to be the news. And that appeal didn't go through. Like, I would rather the other video lose its appeal because you know what? It was kind of honestly offensive. Although that's not why that got appealed. That was because of like terrorism. Because I made a joke about 9/11. Fuck you. Anyway, what else can I do? And well, here's the bullshit thing. I've been like seriously fucking annoyed at YouTube. I've lost years off my life because of those cunts this month. In the first half of the fucking month, for the first month of the year. And when I posted that vaccine regret video and they said, oh, it contains self-harm, we got to do something about this. I'm like, fuck you, YouTube. You know what those fucking cunts, they sent me another email saying, hey, we noticed self-harm in your video. We just want to check to make sure you're okay. No, I'm not okay, YouTube, because of you. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you once again. And they're like, hey, if you'd like to, you can reach out to Lifeline and National Suicide. Fuck off, cunts. Yeah, I am going to ring them. I am going to ring my Beyond Blue. And they're going to be like, oh, so what's your problem? I'm like, yeah, YouTube are being bitches to me. They're fucking taking down my videos, those cunts. Why are they doing this? This is horseshit. Why? Yeah, I'm making a joke about COVID-19, you fucking cunts. You know what, YouTube? You need another mass shooting. It's what you need in your premises. And it needs to be done by a man so he can actually get some people killed. That's what you need, YouTube, you pieces of shit. You fucking draconian cunts. God damn it. God fucking damn it. You know what? Fuck you, YouTube. You're no longer my best friend. TikTok is now my best friend. God damn it. So what I've got to do is... the hassle with TikTok is that you got to fucking... reverse the aspect ratio, you know? So it's in portrait, so you got to do that. So that's what I have to do, but I'm going to upload that video onto TikTok and see how that goes. And if TikTok say no, and fuck that, fuck everyone else, where else are you going to put it? What? BitChute? I had something else removed off my YouTube channel. I tried uploading it to BitChute and it just wouldn't work. Fuck you, man. Oh, it's such horseshit. Oh, God, I'm going to have a fucking aneurysm. I feel like I'm dying right now. I think I'm just hungover. I actually feel like I've gotten over my hangover because of this rant. God damn. Oh, God, I'm having a heart attack. Fuck you, Susan Wojcicki. I'm going to fucking rape you. No, I'm not going to rape you. And you're going to be very bummed out by that, aren't you? All right. Oh, God damn it. All right. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. I've been working on this for a minute. Let's get into Kanye West's Donda, which I've talked about already. I made my own track list of the songs, so it's like, because that's the thing. I really, really do dig this album. It's such a good album. Like I kind of noticed like in the past, well, just now, I'm like, I'm still listening to this album like it's brand new. I just keep throwing it on. It's so fucking good. It's just such a fucking... maybe one of the happier records. I would say it has its downs as well. and they're amazing. They're great songs. But anyway, look, let's just get into the fucking... my own track list. Because that's the problem with that album. There are times when the songs link well with each other, like one after the other, but the sequencing's kind of bullshit. And I also wanted to bring in some of the ones of the deluxe version, you know, onto this. So here is my fucking Donda gay shit. Alright, by the way, this is with the Donda with Child album artwork. Instead of just like a black, just no album artwork. What are you doing, Kanye? What the fuck is this? It's as if he's like, oh, it's just black. Black Lives Matter. Remember when everyone did that? God, all those years ago now. In like May of 2020, everyone posted on their Instagram like a black square, and they were just like, yeah, you see that, man? I think some people were like, you know what, man? I am not going to use Instagram all day in memory of the atrocious murder of George Floyd. I bet George Floyd is looking up from black heaven. And you're like, oh, thanks, bitch. You really... Why did you fucking... Why? Just kill the cops if they're killing... Just shoot them dead as they're killing me so I can get out of there. God damn it. Whatever. He would have just run off and be like, oh, wait, I still can't breathe, even though there's no one on me. And he dies anyway. Anyway, back. Here's my Kanye Donda track list. Donda chant, just how the album starts. Then into 24, like the first album release party version of this album. So the first time I heard this album, that was the first track. So have that. And you know how the very, very end is like extended a little bit? Like in the original? They cut it down in this album version. So extend that a bit. Then I'd say Remote Control. And then Hurricane. I would say the album version, but like maybe bring in that, you know, that melody that's like... just throw a bit of that in there, I think, just to... Yeah, I don't know, because the original version, not the original, but the ATL1 version, or the ATL2 version, which I've written down here, it's more chill, but then the album version is like got Weekend on it, and all of a sudden it's like very epic. Anyway, whatever. Junior. Man, I've done such a good job with this. Like, this all really works out. Believe what I say. Yeah, Keep My Spirit Alive. The original version, not with Kanye singing the chorus. And probably get rid of that first verse, whoever did that. Fuck that shit. Don't need it. Life of the Party, the uncensored version or whatever. Never Abandon Your Family. Jonah, great song. Love that song. Love Kanye's verse on that. Yeah, the other verses are good as well. Yeah, I dig that song. God Breathed, but only in like the album version, but like as it is on the original version, so that you don't have like the song playing again, but instrumental, you know? Like, nah, don't need it, so cut that song down in half. And then Jesus Lord Part 2. By the way, let me just explain just how fucking good this track listing is. Kanye, hire me! You only need to pay me... Let's make it $25K to put your track listing together. That's what I ask for. I'm not doing it for free. Fuck you. How good is this? Like, you got a good, like, between each song, it's like, how it sounds like emotionally is working through, but some of these songs kind of get, like, emotionally more up or down, and then the next song leads on from that. It's pretty good. Yeah, fuck you, Kanye. Okay, after Jesus Lord, the 11-minute version, Moon, the Cuddy version, whatever, New Again with Chris Brown. Yeah, I kind of like, because Kanye's got some like shitty auto-tune on that, on the new version. So yeah, just the original's better, whatever. I thought Chris Brown was kind of cool after that. Like, all right, you know what, man? Maybe you are forgiven. But nah, I think he's just still being a bitch. He's a weird bitch. Like, he's not even a thug. He's a bitch. That's what he is. And then, actually, from this point on, it's kind of how it is on the album. So, just, Lord, I Need You, Pure Souls, Come to Life, No Child Left Behind. Ah, what a fucking great bunch of tracks right there. This is a good album. And then Jail, maybe the Jay-Z version, maybe the Baby version. I don't know. I'm actually not sure. Because Jay-Z seems more iconic. But again, like with 24, Jail, this is the second last track on this track listing. Jail was the last track on the ATL album. Wait, what does ATL even mean? Album... Yeah, what the fuck's ATL? No, ALP. Album Listening Party 1 version. Yeah, I don't know what the hell ATL2 is. Sounds like a weapon from Halo. So anyway, Jail, and then it ends with the track Donda. And that wraps up the whole Donda theme. Kind of a theme on the album. Not like totally focused on it, but still remains kind of, an appropriate dedication to the late Donda. There you go, Kanye. There you go. It seems like I'm just giving it out for free. This is going to happen. He's going to just take... I made a Spotify playlist of this. He's going to take that exactly how it is and then release it. And with like the fucking... the other album cover as well. And I'm not going to get paid. He's not even going to acknowledge me. Fuck you, Kanye. If you do that, I'm not watching your documentary on Netflix. Fuck you, mate. But yeah, that's real good. And if you want that Spotify playlist, ask me and I'll send it to you, David. Because I'm the only one that's going to ask me. Anyway, you know what? I said I wasn't going to watch that film, Don't Look Up. And I looked it up, the movie. Yeah, I did. No, I had a lot of people recommending it to me, like someone at work. And then in one day, 2 of my friends and my sister. And I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll watch it. I gave it a watch, and I really think that it doesn't suck as much as it does suck. I have very mixed opinions about this. Oh, God. What to say? I don't know. I think the first thing is that, like, right off the bat, the film actually did kind of put out kind of the mood that it kind of was, and that it's a it's not that intense. Like, it seems like the film is kind of got I don't know, there's something kind of peaceful in the madness, like, all around it, like the way it's like made and edited and paced. There was something kind of calming about it. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is that there wasn't like individual moments and like scenes or lines or comedy moments that just really rubbed me the wrong way. The overall satire did, but I'm just talking about like specific moments. Like, the film itself was enjoyable enough. It wasn't really funny. I didn't find myself laughing that much. The funniest thing was, what's his name? A billionaire. Even before he appears, like, his character introduction is actually fucking great. Like, just before he appears and how they introduce him literally onto stage, I was like, oh man. And then he starts talking, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that's Mark Rylance. I was looking at it, I'm like, that's him? Because I know he's in this film. That's him? He's fucking good. He's really good. He's the MVP in this film. He's funny. But the rest of the film, you know, I wasn't really finding that funny, but I was enjoying it. Like, it was just enjoyable, and the story was, you know, like from the opening scene, you can tell, like, okay, all the science in this is abbreviated and unrealistic, whatever. Okay, I get it. But in terms of like movie science, dumb movie science, you know, and this is like a comedy film, so it can kind of get away with that kind of thing. But I felt it was fine. Like, you know, like I'm saying, the whole way it was paced, even though there's just storyline issues here and there. All right, here's where the film just fucks up. Look, the satire to me just feels really off point. And, you know, a lot of people are saying this. I'm kind of surprised. You know what, man? Even if you got like I guess this isn't woke, maybe, I don't know. But it being like a very liberal climate change film, and people are still like, oh yeah, I agree with the message, but the film sucks and whatever. There's a lot of that. But I feel that the satire, yeah, there's all sorts of problems. I just didn't get it. I just didn't get like the president just being like, there's a comment, played by Norm Macdonald, his corpse, just fucking comment, what the fuck's up with this comment, god damn it. No, it's just this Meryl Streep, and she's like playing like kind of a Hillary, more evil Hillary, bimbo Hillary, whatever, and they just don't care about it. And they're just like, fuck off. And then later on, they're like, no, fuck back on, because we cross-checked your notes. And yes, it does seem like there is a comet heading right towards this way. And I was just like, ugh, this just seems like just padding out the film, really. And the film's fucking long, and way too fucking long. Even people that like it, like my friends were saying, they were like, it's good, but it could be cut down to just 2 hours. So yeah, that's a part that could be cut down. But just the whole, like, president not trusting the sciences or whatever. Oh man, this would never happen. That's the thing about this film. It does feel like a film that makes you say like, oh come on, this wouldn't happen. And then the film could be like, oh no, but it does. It did happen. And it's like, No, it really does not happen. Not in this particular way. To me, like, a comet is much better difference than climate change. And because I'm talking about, like, the movie science, it's just like, look, there's clearly a comet on its way. It's not the myriad of issues to do with climate change or whatever. But anyway, so that whole part of the film is fucked and doesn't work. Then this is really frustrating. Then they have a moment where they have Ron Perlman getting a rocket. What is he doing? He's going to shoot up and I think explode it and try to make sure they're doing Armageddon, basically. So they have that, and I'm thinking, okay, I guess the rocket's just going to explode or something. Like, that's what I thought. Or it would just not work. Like, something's got to go wrong. The film can't just, like, he does it and then the film ends, you know? I felt, spoilers by the way, I felt this was really, I didn't even get it. Like, when I was watching it, I was just like, what the fuck am I looking at? This is so weird. And it gave me a bad feeling. But instead, it's weird. As Ron Perlman is in the rocket and he shoots off, and it's like it's actually a great sequence where it shows like, hooray, we're gonna do it, we're gonna defeat the villain, whatever. It's the villain of the movie. It turns out the villain was in all of us all along. So Ron Perlman's up in the rocket. All of a sudden, the rocket turns around, as does all these other like tiny rockets that are supposed to be like rockets to actually explode the thing. I think they were going to, like, mine the rockets, the explosives into it, whatever. Anyway, they all turn around as well, and everyone's like, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? Is there a malfunction? Then it just cuts from there, and it turns out that they aborted the mission, like, just as he got sent off, because they realized they could mine this comet. Like, you know, it was like, oh, this billionaire guy's like, we can mine it for billions of dollars. It kind of sounds like Jordan Peterson. This is trillions, he says, actually. There's like a lot of like, precious minerals and whatever. And then the scientist characters, you know, Leonardo and Jennifer Lawrence are like, they're like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? But you got to blow it up. Why are you mining it? And they say like, you know, what's the point of us getting rich if we're all going to die? And I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. What's going on with that? I mean, and then I guess it's explained that like they're gonna still blow it up, but do it when it's much closer and it's not as high a priority. And I'm still like, I get the satire, I get the element, I get where it's coming from when the government takes a tragedy and tries to mine it. Yes. That does occur. I mean, it is interesting to compare this film to the past 2 years and that whole thing, you know. Yes, sure, making money out of a tragedy like this, sure. This is still too far. But this particular version of this kind of satire is too fucking far. Like, why are they waiting so long? Why don't they just blow it up anyway and just find the remnants of the comet and mine them anyway? This should still be big. Like, just this doesn't work. This doesn't work as a satire. And yeah, that was just like a frustrating part of the film. And spoilers, it ends up with the mining exposition. What's that? What am I trying to say? Escapade. It doesn't work entirely, and the comet destroys Earth. It doesn't work, and then the comet just goes and blows it up. And what? It only took like 5 minutes. Why don't you do this 5 months before? I mean, they only have 6 months to do this whole procedure, but yeah, I get the satire. It's still just not believable. It's stew. It's fucking stew. It's too stretched out, is what I'm trying to say. And another satirical element that there's so many. Like, okay, I gotta go from quick now. I gotta leave soon. Fuck. There's they go on the news, not the news, but like the daily shit or whatever it's called. It's like a talk show where they're just like, oh, a comet. They're like not taking it seriously. They go on there and they go in there, they don't take it seriously, they freak out, the chick becomes a meme, and no one's taking it seriously, and whatever, ha ha ha. And I think that kind of, but the Leonardo character keeps coming back on that show because he starts becoming a celebrity, in a way, you know. And you keep seeing him on that show, even when everyone's because he becomes a celebrity because he's like, oh, you're the one that fucking not discovered it because Jennifer Lawrence did, but he helped him, whatever. There's that whole thing, and just because like this is the only TV, the news program you see in this movie, and they're like, oh, we're not taking it seriously, and it feels like the satirical viewpoint here is that the news downplays, and it doesn't dramatize and intensify the fear of fucking everything, as we've clearly seen over the past 2 years. Oh, unless it's a protest, depending on where the protest is coming from, depending on what it's for, But yeah, that's really off. That's really, really off satire that like doesn't work. It just plain doesn't work. That doesn't make sense to me. It not only doesn't make sense, that's not how it'd be. Like, you would think there'd be more fear-mongering. That's a big asset of the media. So that just fucking clearly falls flat on its ass. So I don't like that. And the whole thing with Leonardo, like, becoming a celebrity, like, he starts to get... be used as a puppet to be like, like, there's kind of a funny moment where he's, like, in an ad, and it's about, like, I'm worried about this comment. What's going to happen? It's like, don't worry. We're going to deal with this comment. And actually, it's a good thing because this comment, we're going to get rid of it, and we're going to mine it for trillions of dollars of precious minerals and that sort of thing. And he's kind of like, if you have... But he's actually more vague about it. I actually think I gave away more than what he actually said. He's just like, if you have any concerns, call this number. And it's like, I appreciate the satire, but it gets stretched. It doesn't bend. It breaks. That's the satire. If it bends, it's funny. So yeah, it breaks, and it's no longer funny, and it's not even compelling anymore. Because Leonardo, like, he's on that show again, and then he's just like, oh shit, I just remembered this fucking comet's gonna kill us all. Oh fuck, we're all fucked. What are we doing? And it's just annoying. It's just annoying that there's all this real world satire. Look, whatever. Everyone's saying the same thing. Even hell liberal movie critic cunts are saying the same thing. They're like, it breaks. That's what they're saying. So here's one last thing that I'll say about the film that is a good thing. Oh wait, I have a few more things. First of all, wait a minute. First of all, Ariana Grande is in this film, and she's part of like another satirical bit where it's like, oh, celebrities using this for their own cause and blah, 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 and being like that. And it's like, that satire is okay, but it's just bland. It's just like, yeah, okay, we get it, haha. It's a little bit funny when she does her song with Kid Cudi and whatever. She could have been taken out of the film and shot in the head. But I saw yesterday, she was in that crappy music video with Jimmy Fallon and Megan Thee Stallion. What's it called? It's a Masked Christmas, where it's like, ooh, gotta get your booster shot. What's in my stocking? It's another booster shot. Thank you, Santa. Yeah, it's like that. That's the same thing. What are you doing? You're like satirizing something, but then you're also part of it. Like, I swear to God, this movie and that video clip came out on the same day, I think. What the fuck? Fuck you, Ariana Grande. You're overrated, man. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's overrated. Anyway, okay, one last thing. Like, the good thing about the film that I didn't realize until the end was... I like the ending. I really like the ending. I think it's great. Like, it's obviously not funny. It's kind of just like a kind of moment. I think it's really great. I actually love, like, they're just sitting at the table, they're having dinner, and they can, like, hear the apocalypse happening, and they just, like, act very casual, like it's not happening. They're just trying to live out these last few seconds of all of humanity as casually as ever, as if nothing's happening. I think that's a great way. That was a really, like, properly poignant way to, like, end the film. Yeah, I thought that was great. And even into the ending credits where you just see parts of Earth just flying around. That visually reminded me of a scene from the 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat, a much better film. But anyway, fucking hell, man. God damn it. I gotta talk about the end credit, the after credits scenes as well. God damn. Anyway, what I kind of realized at the end was that actually this whole like allegory of it being compared to climate change like doesn't work. Oh fucking hell! I forgot to say like another problem is that you have like people who are like, don't look up, like that's what the president's saying. She's got kind of like a Republican kind of vibe with her, but they don't mention it in the film, but it's basically that. Anyway, she's saying, don't look up, forget about the science, they're just lying, and all that kind of crap, and everyone else is like, just look up, look, you can fucking see the comet in the sky, you can see it with your own eyes, it's right there. But the other people are like, no, fuck it, it's just gonna... So you have one... I think it's obvious who the liberals are and who the Republicans are, and, you know, they are showing the Republicans to be evil, and the liberals are like, no, they're the ones that right, and whatever. The weird thing is, though, is that this is supposed to be a climate change allegory. Republicans generally, stereotypically, I guess, are like, fuck climate change, it's bullshit, like they are in the film, and liberals are the ones like, no, you gotta listen. But in real life, Republicans don't monetize the fear of climate change, unless I'm wrong. But fucking evidently, liberals, or bloody well, socialists do, a la the Green New Deal, which, that whole thing and its fucking paperclip. So yeah, again, it's not a one-to-one allegory. It just flounders around and it's all over the place. It actually reminds me of the film... And I don't care what the filmmaker even says about this film. It reminds me of the film Mother with Jennifer Lawrence, which I really liked. And when I watched that film, I didn't know anything about it. I went into the cinema and I had no idea. I was like, is this about an AI or something? I don't know. So I took the film really literally. And when I went home and I was looking up the film and people were saying, oh, it's a Jesus allegory. The filmmaker is saying, yeah, it's like Jesus. And I'm like, no, it isn't. It doesn't work. Because in that film... Jesus is born, and they kill him accidentally as a baby, and they're like, whoops, oh no, oh. But that's not how Jesus died. They prosecuted him and whatever. I don't know why. I think it was like selling illegal NFTs or something. You can't do that. You're being crucified now. Anyway. Okay, here's my final point. So by the end of the film, I realized that this film... doesn't work so much as a climate change allegory, but I actually kind of started to think, you know what? Maybe it kind of works as an allegory for our own universal deniability of death. Like, I think people know they're going to die, but, you know, that part of you where you're just like, no, I'm not going to die. How can I die? How can I die now? And when you die, the world does die. The world is dead. You know, I mean, you die and you, like, zoom very far into the future and... I guess at that point the Earth really is fucking gone, but you're out of here. So yeah, it actually works in that way, and I'm not gonna watch the film again just to have that kind of mindset watching it, but maybe just reflecting on the film, it's probably better to think that way, because that way it actually makes more sense and can actually be a little bit more vague as an allegory, and it's more personal. But oh no, it's got to be a fucking political film, and this isn't going to do anything for climate change. I think this film inched climate change a bit more forward because of just having to make it. Maybe, I don't give a fuck about climate change now. Fuck that film. Anyway, very mixed opinions. I am 50.2% positive on this film. So well done. That's a fresh review. Hooray. You can add that because I think it's rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. God damn. I kind of disagree with the critics. It was a lot better than Vice. Vice sucked. That was terrible. But this is okay. It's just okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay? Everyone, calm down. Anyway, I gotta get through this shit quickly. But anyway, so I said, fuck you, YouTube. Look, here's the thing. Yesterday, I was watching Anthony Fantano videos because I was watching the worst singles and the worst albums of the year. I was just like, this is kind of fun. I'll do this. I haven't seen a Fantano video in like all year or half the year. Like I've unsubscribed from him. I'm just like, you're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're actually a dickhead on Twitter. You are a bully dickhead, and you need to cut that shit out. And your reviews are starting to suck as well. Not just because like, oh, I disagree and whatever, and you gave Ghosting a 7. Fuck you, man. That's obviously a 9. What the hell are you doing? But but you know, he just kind of self-inserts in like a lot of reviews, and you're like, what the fuck? This has nothing to do with your music. And in that, so I'm watching it, and in like it's like the first thing I see, the first thing I've seen from this cunt in a year, and he's already bitching and moaning about like a guy who had wealthy parents. But this has no, what does this have to do with the fucking what does that have to do with the fucking song? Like he keeps shitting on these people on their songs, sure, but then he's like, oh yeah, and they also did this back in 2 years ago, and what an asshole. What does this have to do with the song? Fuck you, you're the asshole. You're the asshole. You do not have a good track record at all. What fucking skeletons do you have, man? And then again, he does it again. He says the same fucking thing with another person later in the list. He says, oh, this person just had rich parents. Who cares? Shut up. He once said he's not a music critic. You are not a music critic. You're just a vlogger. You're just a fucking vlogger. You're like, oh, hey, review of the new bloody whoever album. I hate rich people. Oh. Bro, like, you seem to be rich yourself. I don't know if you have kids, but I guess you will, whatever. Once you have kids, they're kind of going to be rich. I mean, maybe not. They're going to be rich, man. This is the whole fucking problem. It's like, oh, man, these fucking billionaires. Well, you're a millionaire. Or if you're not a millionaire, you're like, oh, these bloody millionaires. Well, you're 100,000-aire. Oh, these bloody 100,000-aires. You're a 10,000-aire. Oh, these bloody 10,000-aires. Okay, by that point, you got to be making some money in the year. You got to be making it at least however much. And it's going to be about 50K, 60K, depending on what dollar we're talking on. Yeah, just shut the... You know what? You will shut the fuck up because I'm no... Yeah, that's it. That's really it. I'm not fucking watching your shit anymore. And if I ever make an album, you can't review it, Fantano. You can't fucking review it. So fuck off. Alright, Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna go into this one last bit. Okay, so I like the music of Steve Albini. Hey? You know, he's got some good stuff. And I just started listening to like his one of the bands he made very briefly called Rapeman, who like released an album and an EP, and that was kind of it. They were around for just 2 years. It was kind of just testing the waters out with some things. But anyway, I was listening to it and like, this is enjoyable. And I kind of noticed in the past year or 4 years or 3 years or however long, I don't know, ever since George Floyd died or whatever, Steve Albini said that he was like, oh, I really regret using the Rapeman name and it's no good and it's regretful and whatever. He didn't make a big stink out of it, so I'm not going to shit on him too much. I just want to say that I will fucking defend that name. I think it's fine. I think it's fine for back then to have a name like Rapeman for 2 very good reasons. And one of them is that band names just were offensive back then, and they're going to make a comeback. Because people are going to be like, I want to start a band called Rape. But back in the day, like, and it wasn't exactly a punk band or hardcore or whatever, but I don't know, but they had like offensive shit and whatever, you know, haha, rapey doo doo, and all that, you know, culminating with Gigi Allen and everything, and that was fine. Like, it was just like a ha, this is what we're doing in our music, rapey doo doo, rape a Nazi and whatever. Okay, fine. Like, I don't know if you're taking it seriously or not, maybe it's jokey, whatever, it's fine. But that's the first reason. Second reason, though, is Steve Albini, even just with the band he had before, Big Black, nothing wrong with that name, right? But with that group, and with Rapeman, as it turns out, he's a pretty they're serious bands, I guess, in a sense. Or they're dealing with serious subject matter, like very serious subject matter, like, you know, abuse and this kind of thing. And they do it in that way, and they make the music sound very abrasive to kind of match that kind of mood. So that's kind of what they're going for. So I really feel that that Rapeman is an absolutely earned name for the kind of band that it is, where it is going into dark subject matter. You know, not just rape or men, but just, you know, yeah, you know, your abuse and self-abuse and whatever. I think they earn it. And they have a seriousness to their music. I mean, it's still kind of fun music, but like, they have a seriousness that I think completely allows it. So Steve Albini, I know you're listening. You're cool, man, but fuck you for shitting on McDonald's. There's nothing wrong with a Big Mac. I'm going to have one right now. No, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. We're going to go out there and shoot some people right now. Oh, Christ. I got to get some things done. Anyway, I got to go. I got to fucking put on some deodorant, shower in a can. All right, this has been the David Morgan Brown Experience, episode 42. Yeah, I'm out of here. Fuck you. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you once again. God damn it, man. God damn it.